Pokemon Legends Arceus is finally out, and with them we have a lot of weird, obscure, or interesting facts we can discuss about this game. From funny quirks, interesting lore, and more. I'll try my best to avoid any major spoilers throughout this video, but if you haven't played Legends Arceus yet and want to go in completely blind with no spoilers, here is your warning. First, you may notice that your friend Hikari, or Ray, has a Pikachu with them. The cry that this Pikachu plays has the old Pikachu cry from pre-Pokemon X and Y, as opposed to the updated modern cry as you can hear here. Pikachu! Now, traveling across the Hisui region can be very tiresome, and I'm sure spending many days out in the fields researching all of these Pokemon can cause you to smell worse than an alpha stunky after a long day in the sun. If only there was something we can do about that. This video is brought to you by Manscape.com. Manscape is a trusted brand by over 4 million men worldwide at providing tools specifically designed for below-the-waist grooming and personal hygiene. Manscaped is now going beyond the groin, however, with their brand new line of men's products, the Manscaped Ultra Premium Collection. This all-in-one kit will cover you head to toe, literally, with their 2-in-1 shampoo that us guys love, the body wash with a refined cologne scent that smells great, a hydrating body spray, and this aluminum-free stick deodorant that rolls on so easy. It also comes with this free moisturizing lip balm as a gift, which is perfect because I just ran out of my lip balms. You can also purchase this cool shirt and pair of boxers, and by using my promo code PaPaSea at checkout on Manscaped.com, you'll receive 20% off your order. That includes free international shipping, so check out Manscaped today. The protagonists of Pokemon Legends Arceus are assumed to be the same protagonists as the ones from Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, as they bear a lot of resemblances. You may notice that your character in Legends Arceus is right-handed though, as you can see when they send out a Pokemon, but in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they're actually left-handed. In the Cobalt Coastlands, you hear a story about an Arcanine that died trying to save one of its Growlithe sons. If you look into the water here from one of these hills, you'll see what looks like a drowning person with the hand reaching out on the far side and the face in the center. This could be in reference to the drowning Arcanine, or also in reference to the abandoned ship that's nearby. One of the early side quests you encounter involves collecting 107 wisps all across the Hisui region for your odd keystone. The girl that first tells you about this says there's 107 of them, then gives you one wisp, but there's still 107 more out there you have to find, meaning there's really 108 total wisps counting the one that she gives you. You might have noticed that in the Obsidian Fieldlands there's a Gyarados flying around in the sky. You might think this is a glitch or a mistake with the game, but it's actually intended and fits in with the lore that Gyarados is originally based off of. There is an ancient Chinese story of a carp that got turned into a dragon after swimming up a waterfall. This same dragon then goes on a rampage with its brand new dragon powers, and as a punishment it loses its ability to fly. This explains why modern Gyaradoses can't fly despite being a flying type Pokemon. Speaking of Magikarp, you can even find Alpha Magikarps in the wild. Alpha Pokemon are supposed to be scary and strong versions of existing Pokemon, however Alpha Magikarp only knows the move Splash, meaning the scariest thing about this Magikarp is its red eyes. Many characters you encounter in Pokemon Legends Arceus are based off of characters you'd see in the Sinnoh region in Diamond and Pearl, like Volo resembling Cynthia, Komodo resembling Professor Birch, and these three sisters resembling Bertha, Saturn, and the Snowpoint City gym leader whose name escapes me. This can be spun into a theory video in itself with all of these similar characters, but it's still interesting to see these familiar faces take on very different characters. Another character you meet in this game is Ingo, who also fell out of the sky like you did. Ingo is from the Unova region, seen in the battle subway with his partner Emmett. Ingo is a rather lesser known character in the Pokemon universe, so it's interesting that Game Freak picked him over pretty much any other character to represent Unova. It is said that there is a cave in the Unova region that leads all the way to Sinnoh and is linked to the Lake Trio, meaning perhaps these two regions could be more closely related than we think. Or maybe somebody at Game Freak just really likes Ingo and wanted him to return for another Pokemon game. He even makes reference to the Shindo lore he used to have when you're in this dark cave, as he talks about a Pokemon that he used to have that could have lit up the cave, as well as making reference to his partner Emmett, although he's unable to fully remember everything and why he's here. The way Pokemon evolve change in this game too. Instead of Pokemon evolving right when they hit a certain level, you have to go into your party and manually let them evolve. This can produce some weird results like allowing fainted Pokemon to evolve, which wasn't possible before. Legends Arceus is the first main series Pokemon game to have the name of a mythical Pokemon in its title, and it's the first standalone Pokemon game to be released since Pokemon Platinum version in 2009. The region of Hisui is clearly new and underdeveloped, however other regions like Hoenn, Galar, and Alola are mentioned by NPCs throughout the game, suggesting they are either in a similar situation to Hisui or Sinnoh, but still go by their modern name, or they could possibly be more advanced than Hisui. Hoenn was technically the first region created by the Regis and Regigigas, so it is possible that all life could have also originated from Hoenn, but I guess we won't know for sure unless they decide to make more games like Legends Arceus for other regions like Hoenn. If you throw out a Pokemon that can't normally swim in the water, it'll appear on this weird little floating thing to stand on. The shirt that the male character is wearing at the very start of the game is the very same shirt that Callum, the main male protagonist from X and Y, is wearing under his jacket. When you walk into any one of the houses in the Jubilee Village, your character automatically takes off their shoes, which is a nod to traditional Japanese culture where you're supposed to take your shoes off when you go indoors. The guard next to the main building in the Jubilee Village asks you to catch a Wurmple for him. If you give him one, it will evolve throughout the game as you complete various other tasks. And if you give him a shiny Wurmple even, the Wurmple that stands beside him will also be shiny. If you encounter a wild Nosepass, their nose will always point towards the north unless they are disrupted. This is a reference to its Pokedex entries, which state that their noses always face north. Above the main building in the Jubilee Village, you can see a statue of a Galarian Weezing as well as a Magikarp. I don't know how Magikarp has made it to so many of these facts, but I guess they really like Magikarp in Hisui. If you have save data for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond or Pokemon Shining Pearl on your Nintendo Switch, then you can get the Modern Team Galactic clothing set for free from the clothing store. I haven't seen many people talk about this, and I didn't even know about it until after I beat the main story already. It also turns out that you can get an Eevee mask and a Pikachu mask if you have save data from either Let's Go game, you don't need both, and you also get this Shaman Kimono outfit if you have save data from Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I also didn't know until I started editing this video. If you head up to the Alabaster Icelands and into what is now known as the Snow Point Temple where the Regis are found, your character slightly hovers above the ice in some areas. It can be a bit hard to notice, but if you move your camera angle around, it becomes a lot easier to see, and as far as I know, this is the only area in the game where this happens. Legends Arceus features old-style looking Pokeballs that you can craft yourself that function pretty much identical to their modern Pokeball counterparts. The weird thing about Pokeballs in general though, is that Professor Laventon states how Pokemon themselves have the ability to shrink down in size to fit in said Pokeballs, rather than the Pokeball itself shrinking the Pokemon to fit in the Pokeball. The three starters in the Hisui region all have new forms for their final evolution, with Decidueye's Hisuian form being Grass and Fighting type. This makes the Rowlet evolutionary line the only starter evolutionary line besides Eevee's to have 4 different types in the full chain, between Grass, Fighting, Flying, and Ghost. You could even argue that it's the only one too, since the starter Eevee you get in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee is a different Eevee that doesn't even evolve. And those are just some weird facts about Pokemon Legends Arceus. Thank you to everybody who commented on my community tab post letting me know some of these weird facts. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, as one like does help a ton, and subscribe for more Pokemon videos. Follow me on Twitch too, linked in the description, to watch more Pokemon content as well. With all that out of the way, I want to thank you for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I will see you all next time, and bye bye.